For sure, if I wasn't at the West Tigers, I probably wouldn't have been playing NRL.
I loved every second of it down there, and I wouldn't change anything.
My old man had come to me with the idea of going to Super League for a year. I went to Coach Craig Bellamy and tossed the idea up to him, and then he said, how about we try go to another NRL club? And I was a bit taken back. I didn't think I'd get that response. The West Tigers came, and it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, when I first heard about the swap, I was excited. I think more for the club it was going to be with Melbourne. Everyone knows how successful they are.
I just more so seen the swap deal as an opportunity to play NRL.
There's your dream debut! Harry Grant is a try scorer in the NRL.
You know, I probably wasn't going to get that opportunity at Melbourne Storm with those guys, Cam and Brandon in front of me, and then it being 2020, the first year of COVID, there was no reserve grade, so
played a little bit more first grade the year before, and I was really starting to find my feet there. So for me, it was just going down and learning as much as possible, hopefully break into that team and see where the year took me.
Now Momirovski! He slips and he still gets there!
The West Tigers fans throughout the whole season, they were so welcoming, and when I went back to Melbourne Storm, I think all the West Tigers fans were still very supportive of me. And
the fans were awesome down at Melbourne, and even the Tigers as well. I'm happy for both of us there. Harry played so well for the Tigers that I don't think it was ever going to be an issue there.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty weird situation playing against the Storm, but in saying that, I think it's probably made my move back to the Melbourne easier. I hated playing against them. It was such a hard game, and I had all the big boys running at me. They were targeting me in the middle, so
I actually missed the game against the Tigers. I have played old clubs a few times, and it's always a weird feeling. Sometimes they let you off the hook a little bit, especially through the middle. Those big boys, I try to keep friends with them.
The thoughts that I probably had about how myself and Paul were travelling with the swap deal was more so just because it was the first in the NRL, and I was hoping it would be successful and wanting it to be successful, because I know how much of a great opportunity it was for me.
When you go to a club, you make relationships, and I was always watching the Tigers, seeing how they were going. I'd watch the games and wanted to see your friends do well. So I was always watching Harry. We kind of formed a bit of a friendship through that little period, the swap deal. So yeah, he had a great year for the Tigers and set him up for where he is now.
For sure, if I wasn't at the West Tigers, I probably wouldn't have been playing NRL, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity to play in the 2020 State of Origin series.
Look, it worked out really well for me, didn't it? I've grown, and I feel like I've gotten better as a person and a player.